All right, so let's talk about business development, how you're going to get those qualified recruiting clients. And we're going to jump into clout selling or authority selling, as I term it. The best way to get inbound leads, people that'll raise their hand and want to speak with you after doing their discovery and research. It is a proven thing that over 80% of B2B buying decisions people have already made prior to even speaking with you. They've done research on you, on your product, primarily through LinkedIn. So we use a multi-channel approach with our biz dev efforts and our system online. However, LinkedIn is one of the biggest avenues and channels that we use for our membership group, as well as for my own recruiting company. I'd say about 6 months ago, I saw a Gary V TikTok video, Gary V being one of the biggest marketing gurus in the world. And he was speaking about how LinkedIn right now is a modern day gold rush for B2B sales and branding and marketing. And if you're not using LinkedIn and if you're not using it the right way, you're really missing out on earning millions of dollars. And this isn't always going to last, right? So right now we're in the middle of it. Why not take advantage of it? After seeing that video, I really dove into LinkedIn strategies. And what I realized was, while I've been using LinkedIn for 27 years in my recruiting efforts, I was not using it the right way. I was just too pushy. I was doing a lot of outreach. And so when I changed my mindset and when I really started studying LinkedIn's algorithm and what they want from us, it changed my business. And that's what I've been teaching ever since. And it's helped out countless members within Recruitemy, and it can help out you as well. So let me go ahead and dive into it. All right. So what you want to do on LinkedIn is create valuable content every day. And the idea is to become an authority figure or a leader within your niche, whether it's healthcare, manufacturing, IT, hospitality, accounting, it doesn't matter. Okay. You want to find out who your influencers are, who the top people are in your niche. You want to start engaging with them, and you want to start creating videos and post every day with calls to actions, which will generate unlimited inbound leads for you and will light up your calendar every week with qualified Zoom meetings with potential recruiting clients. And I'll give you some examples of that. So after really studying LinkedIn, I'd say the past 6 months, 2 months ago, I did my first post with the new strategy. I'm looking at my monitor over here, so forgive my turn. And the first post that I put out there right here, as you can see, so 2 months ago, and I was able to get 362,000 impressions. Never in my life have I come even close to that number. And what that means, guys, is LinkedIn liked my post so much, and I was able to construct it in such a way that followed their guidelines, that it triggered their algorithm to put me in front of 362,000 people. And this post right here catapulted my business and changed the way that I do business right now in biz dev. All right, so that's one example. As you can see, the engagement I received was almost 700 likes. I've never received that. Prior to this, it was like, I'll show you, right? Here's a post that I did. I got 128 impressions and 2 comments. Horrible. 16 impressions, no comments, no likes. So 17 impressions. Gives you an idea of how much I learned and how I should apply these strategies and how it worked and the result that I received. All right, so I wanted to show you that example right there. And what this was is I took a influencer's post and I just reshared it in my network, and I got those results. So moving right along, on a daily basis now, I will post. And let me go into my posts and activities. But I want to show you the strategy that I use to get these leads, right? And what you can do as well, because I'm pretty confident you're not doing this right now. There's so many third-party integration tools out there. If you're currently a recruiting agency owner, you know what I'm speaking about. These tools like Expandy and Duck Soup, I think it's called, where you send out, automation messages over a period of time, and hiring managers can smell that from a mile away. It's an old hat strategy. It doesn't work anymore. And you've got to pivot away from this and become an authority figure, a leader within your niche, so that these prospects know that it's really you, it's personalized, and they want to buy from you. They want to speak with you. So going down here, these are the posts that I created. This one actually yesterday, I've already got over 1,000 impressions. It's growing, 538 likes, 18 comments. But one I wanted to show you here was from last week. I posted this one right here. What do startup costs genuinely entail? And my target audience is obviously recruiters, right? So that's what I'm really focusing on within LinkedIn. But I've also applied this strategy for my recruiting business, which is in the wireless telecom industry, and it works phenomenal. So you want to create a template call to action. And this is my template call to action that I save in my notes on my Mac computer. And every post that I do, I simply paste this. And I give the reader a call to action, a place to go. And I tell them to type the word Liga in the comment section. And if they do that, we'll connect on LinkedIn. So they're a first degree connection and they're seeing my content every day and they're becoming a follower and they're telling me how much they appreciate what I'm giving them. But most importantly, I send them a lead magnet. All right. Let me show you what that looks like real quick. And if you don't have one of these, I would encourage you to create one on Fiverr or Upwork for literally $100 or less. And this is my 7-step guide to acquire new recruiting clients on demand. So when somebody connects with me as a first degree connection, as a nice gesture, I send them this PDF guideline and they go through it. And it's really my 7-step program on how they can acquire new recruiting clients as soon as today. And on the bottom here, as I scroll down, I put case studies throughout the PDF. And then I put all my social media channels and my bio and ways to get a hold of me. So that is a lead magnet that I have been utilizing on my LinkedIn posts, and it's been working great. So let me give you an example. I wasn't sure in the beginning if people would actually write Liga. I'm thinking I was skeptical about it. So I posted this last week, a few days ago. I've already got 26,000 impressions. I'm thrilled with that. And but here's the best part. Let me go into my comments and let me go to most recent. Click at it here and look at this, guys. So I've got Marielle wrote Liga and I write right back to her and I become a first degree connection and I DM her the PDF. Jelani writes Liga. All right. Asif is interested. So right off the bat, I have 3 leads that I can do Zoom calls with and explain my system and process. And hopefully 1 out of these 3 will close. But this works. And if you're not doing this, I would empower you to start doing this and being a leader within your LinkedIn network. And what this does for you, not only does it drive leads, great inbound quality leads, but it also, people will come to you and want you to be part of their podcast or be a speaker. That happened to me recently. I was profiled on a staffing magazine. I did an interview last week that's getting distributed to over 120,000 staffing and recruiting executives, all from my LinkedIn content and post. Prior to this, I would have never been recognized for that. So that's going to even further catapult my inbound lead generation. So there you go, guys. Quick preview of how you can generate really qualified inbound recruiting leads as well as candidate